In 2009, the developers behind the Battlefield series, DICE, created a little game called Battlefield Heroes. Now, unlike DICE's previous games, Battlefield Heroes was a third-person shooter, and it also had a cartoony art style to further differentiate itself. It was also the first game to be released on EA's new Play for Free service, but this game was anything but free to play. Guns, clothing, you name it, all had to be bought with real-life money. Buying cosmetics is pretty standard practice in games these days, but they're usually just that, cosmetic only. They have no impact on the gameplay itself. But in Battlefield Heroes, the weapons you bought had a game-altering effect on the game. This, of course, created a huge bridge between the actual free-to-play players and the players who decided to pay for the better weapons. This was ultimately what killed Battlefield Heroes for many, me included, even though I eventually caved in and bought myself one of these. And I remember after buying this, the game very shortly after closed down, and I felt pretty scammed, but whatever. The past is in the past. Now it's just pretty cool that I have this physical thing. Battlefield Heroes didn't die because the game was bad or anything. The game was competently made. It was a fun game to play. It was one of those games that everyone could just pick up and easily get into it and just have, some dumb fun. But most people didn't stick around because the game was so pay to win. It wasn't fun when you constantly died to people with better weapons than you. It wasn't because the player you died to was better than you. He just paid more. Now all of this could have been avoided if Battlefield Heroes, like all the other Battlefield games, just had a box price, and then everything could be earned through gameplay. Then, who knows, maybe Battlefield Heroes would have survived a little bit longer. But enough dwelling in the past, let's look at the present. There are currently two ways you can experience Battlefield Heroes. There is the Rising Hub private server, which is just straight up Battlefield Heroes, but on a private server. And there's no pay to win, everything's unlocked through gameplay only. So this is the ideal version of Battlefield Heroes, and it's pretty fun. There's also another alternative, and that is a spiritual successor to Battlefield Heroes, called Heroes of Valor. And this game is very similar to Battlefield Heroes, both gameplay-wise and aesthetically, but it's not just a one-to-one copy. It also adds new things. You can now sprint, you can now aim down the sights. Very basic stuff, but it adds quite a lot. And the game isn't as janky as Battlefield Heroes. It's more smooth all around. And the game also isn't pay to win. It's not even pay to look pretty. Everything is unlocked through gameplay. But, and this might be a deal breaker for some, the game is not free to play. This game does cost money. Not a whole lot, but it does cost money. You can get it for like 13 euros, I think. I actually don't remember the exact price. But you can find it on Steam. It's very cheap, and it's definitely worth the price if you enjoyed Battlefield Heroes or you just enjoy these Battlefield type games. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got interested in trying out these games. I do recommend them, obviously. And now I'm just going to leave you with some war gameplay from Heroes of Valor. Then you yourself can judge the game. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Axis have captured an objective. An objective is now under Axis control. The Axis have captured an objective. An objective is now under Allied control. An objective is now under Axis control. The Allies have captured an objective. The Axis have captured an objective. An objective is now under Axis control. An objective is now under Allied control. The Axis have captured an objective. The Allies have captured an objective. An objective is now under Axis control. The Axis have captured an objective.
Damn it. I forgot to heal.
An objective is now under Allied control. An objective is now under Axis control. The Allies have captured
Not
an
again.
objective. The Axis have captured an objective. An objective is now under Axis control. The Axis have captured an objective. The Allies have captured an objective. An objective is now
No.
under Allied control. The Allies have captured an objective.